Hey guys, welcome again to the Maths Club. If you're just joining us, so welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at WAEC past questions on angle and triangles from 2014 to 2023. This is based off of our previous videos on angles and triangles. We're going to be using a lot of concepts that we've learned previously in this particular video. So if you have not subscribed, please do, and let's get started. Question 1 says that from the diagram above, in this case below, the length of xy, so this xy is equal to the length of yz. So this is an isosceles triangle basically. And we're told that xyz is 130 degrees and we should find the value of y. Take from June 2022. I want you to pause the video and try this out yourself. So this is a diagram. We know that triangle xyz is an isosceles, right? So if this guy is x, this guy will also be x. Right, great. So if I say x plus 130, which is this guy, plus this other x, it should give me 180 degrees because of sum of angles in a triangle. So that would be 2x plus 130 is equal to 180, and 2x would be equal to 180 minus 130, so 2x is equal to 50, and if I divide both sides by 2, our x is equal to 25 degrees. But is it x we're trying to look for? No. We're trying to find y. So I could say x plus y should give me 180, or I could say x plus 130 should give me y because of external angle theorem. Any one you choose is fine. I'll use the later. So I'll say from external angle theorem, y is equal to x plus 130 degrees. So therefore our y will be equal to 25 plus 130, and I'll give you 155 degrees. Let's see if our answer is correct. That would be option D. Great. Question 2 now says that in the diagram, MRW and MNST are straight lines. MN is equal to NR. So this is an isosceles triangle. Angle MNR, this angle N is 110 degrees. Angle WRS, this angle R is 86 degrees. And we should find the value of this x here. Take it from June 2022. I want you to pause the video again and try it out yourself. So we're given this. We're told that triangle MNR or MRN, anyone, is isosceles, right? So this guy is at the x. So if this guy is y, this guy will also be y. So we could say 110 plus y is equal to 180. I've given the reason in the previous question. So this 110 plus 2y is equal to 180, and then 2y is equal to 180 minus 110, and that'll give me 2y is equal to 70, and if I divide both sides by 2, my y is equal to 35 degrees. So this y value here is equal to 35 degrees. To get the value of x, what can we do? So I know that the sum of this y here and the sum of this guy, so this guy is z, let me call it z. X plus z is going to give me 110 degrees from external angle theorem. So I need to find the value of the z. So I could say from MRW, this guy MRW, y plus z plus 86 should give me 180 degrees. Why? Because it's a straight line. Sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. So our y is 35 plus z plus 86 is equal to 180 degrees. And by the time this will give you 121 plus z is equal to 180. So our z will be equal to 180 minus 121, and that will give you 59 degrees. So this z value is 59 degrees. So therefore I could say from external angle theorem, x plus z is equal to 110 degrees. Our x value is what's unknown, that we're trying to find. So that would be x plus 59 is equal to 110, and our x is 110 minus 59, and that will give you 51 degrees. So our value of x here is 51 degrees. Let's see if we're correct. So that will be option C. Great. Question 3 says that in the diagram, triangle XYZ is produced to T. If XY is equal to ZY, so this is an isosceles triangle, and angle XYT XZT is equal to 40 degrees. Find angle XZT. Take from June 2021. Pause the video and try this also yourself. So if these two guys are isosceles, so this guy is X, this guy will be X. So I don't need to do the story that we already know the stories. So I could say X plus 40 is equal to 180. If the theory question, please give a reason. So that will be 2x is equal to 180. Carry this 40 over, that will be minus 40. Your 2x will be equal to 140. And if I divide both sides by 2, my x is equal to 70 degrees. Great. So this guy is 70 degrees. I can find this guy here. Right. This angle XZC. So if I call this guy y, I could say 40 plus x is equal to y. Or I could say x plus y is equal to 180. Any one I choose. As always, I always use from external angle theorem. So from external angle theorem, our x plus 40 degrees will be equal to y, right? So that will be 70 plus 40 is equal to y, and I can say my y is equal to 110 degrees. Let's see if our answer is correct. That will be option A. Great. Question first is that which of the following is not a sufficient condition for two triangles to be congruent? Take from WAEC 2020. AAS, which is angle side, side angle. You remember in the video we talked about conditions for congruency, which is previous video to this. We said we can use an acronym called SAS. So S will be here, A will be here, S will be under the A, and S will be here. For the first time, that is going to be side. For this second downwards, we'll surround it with, so if it's A, we'll surround it with S. If it's S, we'll surround it with A. This is A, I'll surround it with S, so SS. This is S, I'll surround it with A. And this is S, I'll surround it with A, so this A. So side included angle, side, angle included side, angle, non-common corresponding side. If any of this is strange, please watch the previous videos to this. So from this, we know that AAS is a condition, so A cannot be. SSS is a condition, so B cannot be. SAS is a condition, C cannot be. Of course, our answer is D, SSA. We don't have anything like that, so that will be option D. Question 5 says that in the diagram, which of the following ratios is equal to PN over PQ? So this PN, this PQ. PN is the small triangle and is the side from the vertex to the point with the angle with 2 arcs. And PQ is from the vertex to the side with 2 arcs on the bigger triangle. So because this is 2 arcs, I am certain that it's going to be from P to the point of the 1 arc, and then from P to the point of the 1 arc on the bigger triangle. So in my estimation, this should be PM, the side from the vertex to the point is 1 arc on the small triangle, all over PR, the points from the top to the side with the 1 arced angle. So that should be PM over PR. Let's see if we're correct. So if I look at this, that will be option C. Definitely. You can check out all these other ones and you see that they don't match. Question 6 says that we should find the value of M in the diagram. Take from June 2017. As always, pause the video and try this out yourself. So when I see something like this, I already see external angle theorem, which states that 68 degrees plus x will be equal to 2x. Right, so sum of the opposite two interior angles will be equal to the external angle. So that will be 2x minus x is equal to 68 degrees, and our x value is equal to 68 degrees. Now that we know that, we can find the value of m. How can we find the value of m? I could just say 68 plus x plus m is equal to 180 degrees. Let's do that. So we know that sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So that will be 68 plus x plus m is equal to 180. And if I substitute, that will be 68 plus 68 plus m is equal to 180 degrees. So 68 times 2, that will give you 61136 plus m is equal to 180. So our m will be equal to 180 minus 136, and that will give you 44 degrees. So our value of m is 44 degrees. Let's see if we're correct. That will be option C. Great. Question 7 answers that in the diagram, this looks a bit complex, so just take it easy. KLM the angle at that is x. The angle L is x. LMK, the angle at M is y. KJH, the angle at J is R. KGF, the angle at G is 110 degrees. So if 2x is equal to R and R is also equal to y, find the value of x taken from June 2016. Pause the video and just try this out by yourself. You never can tell if you get it. So when I see this, the first thing I want to just find is this guy, at least this 110 degrees. I know 110 degrees plus whatever is this guy should give me 180. Right, so I could say from line HGF, so I could say angle, let me just say MGH plus angle MGF, right, should equal to 180. Right, so this is angle MGH plus 110 is equal to 180. So angle MGH will be equal to 180 minus 110, and that will equal 70 degrees. So now this guy here is 70 degrees. Great. Remember, we're trying to find x. So we know that from one of the laws that we talked about when it comes to angles and lines, when we have an x, the angle here will be equal to the angle here. Can you remember why? Because of vertically opposite angles are equal. Great. So if I have this and I have this, then I can find the value of this guy here. Do you know why? Great. So from external angle theorem, we could see angle JHL or LHG, anyway you want to put. So it's equal to angle HMG. So this HMG plus angle HGM. You know, we've already established before that the angle HMG is equal to y. So since vertically opposite angles are equal, angle HMG is equal to y. I didn't just write this down. So this guy here is equal to, I'm just putting it here. So we can find this guy. This is y plus angle HGM is 70 degrees. So this is 70 degrees. So this guy here would be y plus 70 degrees. Do you agree with that? Great. So now that we know that, look at this triangle here. We know this angle here, we know this angle here, we know this angle here. By the time some of them, that will give us 180. So from sum of angles in the triangle, we know that x plus r plus y plus 70 would give us 180 degrees, right? Great. So we know that r is equal to 2x. So I'll just, whenever I see r, I'll put 2x. So that'll be x plus 2x plus, anyway I see y, I'll put 2x because y is also equal to 2x. So plus 2x plus 70 is equal to 180. So this is basically saying substituting. So x plus 2x plus 2x, that will give me 5x plus 70 is equal to 180. Then if I correlate them, so 5x is equal to 180 minus 70. 5x is equal to 110. And if I divide both sides by 5, our x is equal to 22 degrees. So that's the value of our x. Let's see if we're correct. Answer is 20 degrees. So if you actually got this, clap for yourself. But one thing that you have to notice that for everything that you do, let there be a law backing that you must state it. Don't assume that your teacher will know what you're talking about. Always state your laws. Always state any step you want to do. Dividing both sides by 2, don't just do it, or your teacher will think that you copied. Question 8 now says that in the diagram, QT and PR are straight lines. Angle ROS is 3n minus 20. Angle SOT is n. Angle POL is m. And angle QOL is a right angle, that is 90 degrees. Find the value of n, take from June 2015. So we have this. This guy is 2m, this guy is m, this guy is 90 degrees. I can easily find the value of m from this, right? Because this is a straight line. So I could say from QT, let me say 2m plus m plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. 2m plus m plus 90 degrees. So that will be 3m plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And our 3m is equal to 180 minus 90. And our 3m is equal to 90. So if I divide both sides by 3, so that will be 3m over 3 is equal to 90 over 3. That means our m is equal to 30 degrees. Great. Now I know our m. See this line PR, which is the second straight line. 2m plus n plus 3n minus 20 is also equal to 180 degrees, because angle in straight line is equal to 180 degrees, right? So assuming I've stated that since angle in straight line is equal to 180 degrees, from PR I could say 2m plus n plus 3n minus 20 is equal to 180 degrees. So anyway I see m, I'll put 30, so that will be 2 times 30 plus n plus 3n minus 20 is equal to 180. So let's resolve. This will be 60 plus n plus 3m will give me 4n minus 20 is equal to 180 degrees. So 60 minus 20 will give me 40. So that will be 40 plus 4n is equal to 180 degrees, right? So 4n is equal to 180 minus 40. 4n is equal to 140. And if I divide both sides by 4, 2 here 2, 2 here 70, 2 here 1, 2 here 35, 4 will cancel 4. So our n is equal to 35 degrees. Let's see if we're correct. That will be option A. Great. Question 1 says that in the diagram, VW is parallel to YZ. WX is equal to 6 centimeter, XY is equal to 16 centimeter, YZ is equal to 20 centimeter, ZX is equal to 12 centimeter. Find the value of VX. From June 2015. Please pause this video and try this out yourself. So we're given this. This is a similar triangle question. So I could say from similar triangles, I know that, see, this is one triangle here, this is another triangle here. So it will be like this guy over this guy is equal to this guy over this guy is equal to this guy over this guy, right? We've established that in the previous video to this. So I'll just say the length of WX, which is this guy, all over the length of XZ is equal to, what else are we given? Okay, so the length of VX all over the length of XY. Let's substitute. WX is 6, so 6 over XZ is 12 is equal to, we're trying to find VX all over XY is 16. So 6 here 1, 6 here 2. So these let me just cross multiply. So that would be length of VX multiplying 2 is equal to 1 times 16, and if I divide both sides by 2, 2 here 1, 2 here 8. This will cancel this. So the length of VX is equal to 8 centimeter. Let's see if we're correct. That will be option D. Great. Question 10 now says that in the diagram, the value of x plus y is equal to 220 degrees. Find the value of n. Take it from June 2014. So when we see this, let's start from what we know. I know that from sum of angles in a triangle, right? N plus z plus k is equal to 180 degrees, right? Do we have anything about x and y in this? No. So let's say from this one here, I will know that from straight line, right? Please write all these things. So from sum of angles on the straight line, k plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So we have something about x and y one way or the other. Also to y plus z is equal to 180 degrees. So we have something like this. So if I could make this one my equation, let me see, this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2, this is my equation 3. I could say equation 2 plus equation 3, this guy plus this guy. So that would be k plus y plus x plus z is equal to 180 plus 180. That will give me 360. We're already told that x plus y is equal to 220 degrees. So substituting x plus y, which is equal to 220 degrees, I could say k plus 220 plus z is equal to 360. So that would be k plus z is equal to 360 minus 220. Right? I mean, this one way you could solve it. You could solve it another way and try to maybe substitute somewhere else. But this is basically an equation. So when we're adding to try to combine two equations together, that would be faster for us. So k plus z is equal to 140 degrees, right? So yeah, we have n plus z plus k is equal to 180 degrees, and I have the k plus z. I can substitute and say substituting in equation 1. So I'll say n, anyway I say k plus z, I'll put 140. So n plus 140 is equal to 180. our n will be equal to 180 minus 140, and that'll give us 40 degrees. So our value of n is 40 degrees. Let's see if we're correct. That will be option B. Great. Question 11 now says that in the diagram, SR is parallel to UW. You can see that. So this is the parallel line, this is the parallel line. Angle WVT, so this WVT is equal to x degrees. Angle VUT is equal to y degrees. Angle RSV is equal to 45 degrees. Angle VTU is equal to 20 degrees. Total to find the value of x. Take from June 2014. So just look at this. What do you see? So this is a parallel line, this is a parallel line, and this is a transversal line cutting across. So if this parallel line is on the same transversal as this guy, whatever angle is here, it also make the same angle with this guy here. Why? Corresponding angles. So where do you know that? Because of corresponding angles, right? So we say from corresponding angles, angle RSW is equal to angle WVT. We talked about this extensively during that time, so we know that definitely our x value, which is WVT, so WVT is the x, will be equal to 45 degrees, and that's our answer. That will be option B. Great. Question 12 states that in the diagram, SR is equal to, so you see the same question, but this time I told to calculate the value of y. What can we see from this? You can solve it anyway, but I'm seeing an external angle theorem from this. From external angle theorem, this y plus this 20 must give me x. So x is equal to y plus 20 degrees. I will know our x value to be what? What do we get as x value? We got it to be 45 in the other question. So 45 is equal to y plus 20. So I could say my y is equal to 45 minus 20, and that will give me 25 degrees. So we already know that our y value is 25 degrees based off of external angle theorem. And now we can look at it and say, oh, this guy is 45 degrees. So 180 minus 45 will give me this guy. Then this guy plus this guy plus this guy will give me 180, because sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Then you find the value of y. Let's see if we're correct. That would be option B. Great. And the last question, and this states that in the diagram, QPT is equal to PTS, and they're both equal to 90 degrees. PQR, so this PQR is 110 degrees. CSR is equal to 20 degrees. Find the value of the obtuse angle QRS. Take from June 2014. Please pause the video and try this out yourself. Remember, when I add something like this, I can infer and say, since this guy is 90 degrees, this guy is 90 degrees, these two lines are parallel to each other. They will always be parallel to each other. That's one of the characteristics of this. Does a feel of a rectangle, right? If I cut this place here and I draw it down, you see that to be a rectangle, right? And the lines in rectangles are parallel to each other. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. So if I draw a line, you know, I always draw a line here. This line too will be parallel to all the previous lines. So it's parallel to this line, it's parallel to this line. Let me just draw a small symbol to show that's parallel. If I do like this, right? So this is a parallel, this is a parallel, this is transversal. You can see a Z. So the top left will be equal to the bottom right. So this guy too will be equal to 110 degrees, right? Why? Alternate angles are equal. Do you remember this? Great. Same thing. So this is a parallel line, this is a parallel line, and we can see transversal between them. So the bottom left, which is 20 degrees, will be equal to the top right. So this guy to also be 20 degrees because of alternate angles. So we could say angle QRS will be equal to 110 plus 20, which will give me 130 degrees. And this is an obtuse angle. Remember, we said obtuse angles are angles between 90 and 180 degrees. So you can see this is actually correct. But let's see if you're actually correct. That will be option B. Great. And with this, we've come to the end of WAEC questions on angles and triangles. Please, if you found anything hard, please watch it again, rewind, solve it by yourself until you get it. And look for more questions that would help you. And of course, if you've watched the video up to this point, please like the video. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. We'll respond to all questions as quickly as possible. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye for now.